Bishop Eddie Long promised to fight the charges against him. 4 young men accused the Georgia megachurch pastor of using money and his influence to lead them into sexual relationships. Although some questioned their pastor, the majority clearly stood by him. Here's John Jessup.
Like any other Sunday, members of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church came to worship God. But they also came to hear their pastor publicly address allegations of sexual misconduct.
I've been accused. I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man, but this thing I'm going to fight.
Long compared himself to David going against Goliath, telling his 25,000-member church that he is not the man being portrayed in the media. After his address, he gave a short sermon citing Psalm 34, verse 19, which says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all." Longtime churchgoers say now is the time to stand behind their pastor.
I want the world to know I will support Bishop Eddie Long to the day I die and go to heaven.
But some express doubt.
He didn't just come right out and just say people. I didn't do it.
So you think he might be guilty?
Yes.
Between Sunday services, Long held a news conference and told reporters he would not address the accusations head-on at the advice of his attorney. The lawyer representing the 4 young men says they came forward to prevent it from happening again. During Sunday's sermon, Long described this as the most difficult time of his life and told his congregation, quote, "I'm not leaving you if you don't leave me." John Jessup, CBN News, Washington.
Nearly 100 pastors challenged the IRS Sunday by endorsing a political candidate from the pulpit. This violates government rules, and the churches risk losing their tax-exempt status. A Christian legal group organizes the annual Pulpit Freedom Sunday. They say the IRS rule is unconstitutional.
What, in essence, the IRS has been doing for the last 56 years is setting up a system of intimidation and censorship and really establishing itself as kind of the orthodoxy police and telling pastors, you can talk about anything you want to from Scripture, but you can't talk about the issue of what Scripture says about candidates and elections.
The pastors hope the move will provoke a court case so the regulation can be overturned. The Texas State School Board has passed a resolution to keep Islam from getting special treatment in state textbooks. The vote came after complaints that Islam was given prominence over Christianity in previous history textbooks. The board wants all religions covered equally. It promises to reject books from publishers that favor one religion over another. 10 states have filed an amicus brief with a federal appeals court opposing same-sex marriage. Voters passed California's Proposition 8 banning same-sex marriage, but a federal judge struck it down. The brief says states, not federal courts, should have the final say on marriage. The French 700 Club has become so popular, it is now going to be broadcast across Europe. Program taping has been moved to a new studio in Belgium. This will make it possible to interview more French-speaking guests like politicians and businessmen. It is now broadcast in 19 countries in West Africa and shown in Haiti and Martinique. The 30-minute show airs each Sunday morning. It's hosted by Macy Domingo, a prominent radio and television personality from Côte d'Ivoire, and Pastor Raymond Coffee from Cameroon. The French 700 Club began airing in 2002. You can find more about that show by logging on to cbn.com/worldreach.